Good afternoon and welcome to Jay's Crochet and Knit Gifts. Today we're going to be learning how to do the double crochet. I wanted to let you know, I wanted to give you information on the scarf that I'll be making for the breast cancer awareness. The color of it, I had used it for the single crochet stitch, and it's going to be under the Red Heart Super Savers. The color is Perfect Pink. I don't know if this is a 0706. It's a very beautiful color. It's very it's not too bright. It's not the neon pink, but it's not too soft. It's just perfect. So I wanted to share that with you. Today what we're using also is going to be the Red Heart Super Savers, but it's going to be the buff, the beige color that we're going to be using during this lesson for the double crochet. Last time you learned the single, and today you'll be using the double. What you'll be needing is your yarn that you're wanting to use. It doesn't. It could be any color. Hopefully this isn't too light for you. I might have to pull that. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my heart X spot so you guys can see the yarn a little better off against the orange. The hook I'll be using today will be my K hook. I love my K hook. You can use any size hook, but I would strongly recommend to use a hook that would work well with the yarn. The next thing that you will be needing is, I think that's it. Unless you want to make a coaster, we can show you how to make a coaster on this, on the double crochet. So you can put your coffee. I'm always having my coffee. So you know what? We'll build a coaster today. So again, you'll be needing scissors, and you'll be needing a tapestry hook for that too. Okay, so let's put away some of our supplies here. We're going to do some repeat on. We're going to chain and some refresher on that. So we're going to make a chain. We're going to wrap the yarn around our fingers like so, and we're going to pull it. And I'm going to make a little longer chain until I apologize. So you're going to wrap the yarn around the fingers like so. Pull the yarn off and bring your yarn around. That looks like that. Take your hook, bring it in, then under, then over. Take your two strings and pull just like that. Now you have your slip knot in there for you, okay? Make sure it's not too tight or the tension too tight. You want it to run smoothly on your hook, so it's not going to be difficult for the head of the hook to go into the project. On the double crochet, we're going to be making 12 chains on this, so our pattern will be 10 chains long. So we're going to chain. Let's go ahead and unchain 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. So now you have your 12. And we're going to count those to make sure we have our 12. Remember, always do not count the one on your hook. That's not considered one of your chains. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're good there. So now what you're going to do, and remember, when we're building off our first base, it's somewhat difficult to hold on to. So I don't want this to be frustrating for you. It is going to be a little difficult to hold and handle, but after time, you're going to get more confident at it. To do this, we had made 12. I wanted 10. So what we're going to do is that we're not going to go into this hook or chain. I apologize. This chain or this chain. We're going to go in the third chain. So we're going to wrap the yarn around the hook. We're going to skip this one, and go into this one. So take your hook, go into that chain, wrap around the yarn around your hook, turn your hook a little bit, angle it, and then bring it through. Now you have 3 on your hook, 3 chains, okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to wrap around. You're only going to go through 2. Now you have 2, okay? So now you're going to wrap it around again and go through those 2. So that is your first double crochet. So now we're going to go in the next hook. Remember, do not go into that stitch there. You've already worked on that one. So you're going to go through the next one. So you're going to put your hook through the chain. Oops, I apologize. Wrap around. Put it through the hole. Wrap around. Come through. Now you have 3. Wrap around your hook. Go through only 2. Wrap around. Go through the last 2. When you hear the word double crochet, remember, you're going, you're going to, I'll explain, I apologize. You're going to wrap around, go through the chain, go wrap around, go through the chain again. So now you have 3 chains on your hook. Okay, if you can see that. So now what you're going to do is wrap around, go through the first 2. That's your first. Wrap around, go through the second 2. So now you have your double crochet. So you're going to do it twice. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I apologize. So now you're going to wrap around your hook, go through the chain, wrap around your hook, turn your hook, bring it through. So now you have 3. Wrap around, go through 2, go through 2 again. Wrap around, hook. There you go. So now you're going to wrap around again, go through your chain like so, wrap around your hook, bring it through. You have the 3 again on there. Wrap around, bring it through the first 2 only, wrap around again, bring it through the last 2. Okay, tighten up on your yarn here. You're going to, it's going to like, oh my gosh, it's too loose or too tight. That will come in time. Believe me, it will come in time. Your tension, see, I'm tightening. That tension's way too tight. Now I bring up my hook a little bit. Now it's a little loose. We don't want that tension too tight. Believe me, it's harder to get into your chains and make that that stitch for you. I apologize. So the first thing you're going to do is wrap around your hook, put it through the chain, wrap around the hook, bring it through. So now you have 3. Wrap around. Remember, only the first 2. Wrap around again, then the next 2. There you go. Wrap around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your double crochet is about 8 steps. So let's do that again. Wrap around, through the chain, wrap around, bring it through, wrap around, first 2, second 2. There you go. Let's do it again. Wrap around, bring it through the chain. Oops, excuse me, I apologize. Bring it through the chain. You're getting to the end, so it's going to be a little hard. Bring it through. Remember, you have 3 there. Wrap around, bring it through the first 2, wrap around, bring it to the last 2. So now you have your last hook, your last chain. I apologize. Wrap around, bring it through, wrap around, bring it through. You have 3 on there. Wrap around the first 2, wrap around the last 2. Okay? So from here, what you're needing to do before you turn your work, you're needing to chain up 2. So wrap around, go through your chain. Wrap around, go through your chain. Now you have 2. I'm going to tell you the mistake that I did in the very, very beginning. I'm thinking in my heart, okay, I need to go in the second one again. No, you do not do that. Only in the beginning stitch. And I'm really thinking that's how I was making that decrease on my blue sample that I had. My very first time learning how to crochet. And I never understood why I was doing what I was doing. So in the very beginning when I was crocheting, you know, you can tell, and it just clicked, is that I was going into my 3rd stitch when I was going on my next row. And that's not how you do that. When you make, I had chained my 3, then I chained 3, but I went into the 3rd hole. I was decreasing. I was decreasing my stitches. So that makes sense now. So now you made 2 chains here. If you can see, okay, I hope so. Now you have your 2 chains here, and let's count how many we have, okay? Let's make sure that we still have 10 here for you. If you're able to see. There we go. So remember, we don't count our 2 chains, that's 1, 2, we don't count those because we just chained up. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am really, really proud of you. You have your 10 stitches. You didn't increase, you didn't decrease. You're doing very, very well. So now let's put your hook back into the hole. Okay, and we're going to begin again. We're going to work together together again. So what we're going to do, and I think it's a count of 8. So I'm going to repeat it verbally what you do, then I'm going to count. So you're going to wrap around, and remember you go through that little hole there, if you're able to see that little hole right there, okay? Put it through there, okay? And you see the V there, that's the top of your chain. So now you're going to wrap around the hook, you're going to turn your hook just like so, bring it through that hole, and now you have 3. Wrap around again, remember we only go through 2. Once, wrap around again, the last 2. Very good. So now you're going to wrap around, go through the hole again, wrap around, go through, wrap around, go through the first 2, wrap around, go through the second 2. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 8 steps on that. Very interesting. So what we're going to do it again. If you hear that clicking in the background, that is my clock. Believe it or not, when I moved out with an old boyfriend back in the day, when I lived up in Rapid City, I had moved out with a young man named Robert Jones, and I had a very dear friend, Justin Jones. They were not related, but they had the same last name. It was very unique. Justin Jones had the most reddest hair. Oh, I loved him. I had gone to school with him. He was a year younger than I, and we worked together at Pizza Hut on Mount Rushmore Road. So as a housewarming gift, he had given us the clock. And believe it or not, goodness sakes, I graduated in '88. That tells you how old that clock is. That clock has been through a lot with me. So it's part of Justin Jones with me. If anyone knows Justin Jones, you can let him know that Jonna kept the clock. We're getting to the very end. Wrap around the first 2, the second 2, and then we're on our end. Remember, remember too, on my situations that I was learning through my growth here, and you're going to grow. I want you to learn. I want you to learn from the situations that I had learned through. You know, the increase and the decrease. These are my mistakes. I did not get to this part of my work until I had to go through my struggle, just like life. You're going to have good parts, you're going to have bad parts, you're going to, that's part of your journey that you're learning through this. And I want you to bring that into your work. It's beautiful. I mean, you're going to have good times, you're going to have bad times, you're going to have good times. It's just part of your learning. And that's the thing about it, is on this stitch right here, let me correct you here, I apologize. I don't want you to forget this stitch. This is your very, very last stitch there. And you're going to forget it because you're doing the double crochet. It's very normal. I've done it. I have examples of it. But I want you to learn from my mistakes. So you're going to wrap around, go through that last chain there, wrap around, come through it. You have 3 on there now. And you're going to wrap around, go through the first 2, then the last 2. Okay, and then you chain up 2. There's 1, 2. There is your double crochet. I am so proud of you. I am so, so proud of you. That's an exciting feeling. Believe me, it is. I love that you guys are wanting to learn. So we're going to do a few more rows here together so you guys can get it down, so you feel comfortable with it. Here we're going to go ahead and make a coaster. So if I go too fast, I want you to see how I'm. Let's see if you guys can see that. Wrap around, through, hook, through, okay, like so. Make sure you guys have a good angle there. Wrap around, through. Wrap around, go through that hole, back through, 2, 2. Wrap around. I remember back in the day, whoops, this is an example I want you guys to learn. I, on my hook, picked up an extra little thread here, and I'm just going to pull my hook out and start over, okay? This happens. It happens to all of us. After a while, you will learn how to slip it off your hook without doing all of this. So I'm going to start over again. Round, through the hole, and like so. Now you have 3. Okay, maybe what I'll do there. I would make sure also that you guys get a comfortable area. I'm noticing myself, you know, watching television. Make sure your back is supported. Make sure that your neck, you know, you're going to be looking up and looking down when you're watching television. Just to give you an idea, you know, I have things bracing my arms, or I have a pillow on my lap, so I don't have to look all the way down and bring my head up, and so you're not hurting those muscles within that area. So that gives, you know, make sure you're in a good sitting area, that you're not hurting yourself for sitting there for a long time. Okay, now we're on our last stitch. I want you to see that, okay? Wrap around, bring it through, wrap around, pull it through, wrap around, the 2, and then the 2. Let's go again. Oops. Thank you. You need to chain up 2. There's 1, 2 before you turn your work. Okay. I apologize. That was very disrespectful. My throat was hurting. Wrap around, through again. Wrap around, through the chain, pull back. Oh, here comes Simba's. He goes, oh, Mama's quiet. I need to come up and give her some attention. Simba is just a comedian. He likes giving Mommy a lot of attention. I think me doing these videos, he likes to stop me. So wrap around through the hole, bring it through, and then wrap around, 2, and then 2, wrap around through the hole, through. There's going to be 2, and then 2 more. Wrap around through the chain. There, wrap around your hook, pull it through, wrap around the hook, pull it for the first 2, and the second 2. Wrap around the hook. I apologize. Make sure you have enough thread, not too much, but enough thread that the tension of the yarn isn't too much on you that will make your hand tired. Believe me, it does happen. Hopefully I wasn't going too fast there for you. Make sure it's focused. Wrap around, through, like so. Wrap around, through, wrap around, and then through. Okay? Okay. Let's wrap around through the hole, bring it through, wrap around, bring it through, wrap around, bring it through, wrap around. We're on the last 2, bring it through, and wrap around, bring it through. Okay, our last one, wrap around. There you go. So we're going to chain up 2 again. Okay, like so. We're almost done. So we chain up 2, we're going to turn our work like so. Okay, you're doing a fantastic job. Hang in there with me, guys. You're almost done. Bliss comes upstairs because we have such high ceilings that it gets warm, and he's like breathing heavily. Like, oh my goodness. Her being half husky and shepherd, she hates this weather. So now the cat and dog are chasing after each other. So wrap around, go through the chain, wrap around again, pull it through, wrap around the first 2, pull it through. I apologize. Wrap around and pull it through the next 2. Wrap around. So what I was going to share with you was when I had worked with this young man, he's Justin Jones, we had worked at Pizza Hut. It was during the time of Priazzos, the Italian pies. If you remember that, I don't know if I've ever shared you the story about their Priazzos, the pizza. And The Land Before Time, the cartoon of Land Before Time had came out, and they had the figures, and oh my goodness, I don't remember the names of the characters. So we were also the movie Back to the Future had came in. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that too. So we had to sell the promo Back to the Future and Land Before Time. I remember that. Back then they had you were able to sell the beer out of the keg, and you had pictures. Were able to sell that. Oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. The store that I had worked at was on Mount Rushmore Road, and they're in Rapid City, South Dakota. Being 16 and my very first job being a waitress, I'll tell you, that was a growing learning experience. I made some really good money. Being only 16 years old and bringing in $100 a night, waitressing at, or $150 more a night, waitress scene at a Pizza Hut. It was just, oh my goodness, it was remarkable. Very good, you're doing really well. We chain up 2. Let's do it again. Around the hook, through the hole, through the chain, bring it through, wrap around, go around 2, and go around the last 2. Wrap around, bring it through the chain, turn your hook just like so, bring it through there, your chain, wrap around like so, and then again. Wrap around, go through the chain, wrap around, through 2, and 2 more. Yes, Miss Lady, I hear you, Miss Lady. Wrap around. Oh, I remember the Sturgis Rally. All the bikers. That was my first week of learning. I'll have to show you that story someday. My very first job. Wrap around, go through the stitch, bring it through, turn your hook, like so. The first 2, and the second 2, like so. Wrap around, go through that chain, like so. Bring it through, like so, like so. Rapid City, South Dakota is a very beautiful, beautiful city. By the time I was leaving, the legalize of gambling was just coming in. And I haven't been back since '96. So we chain up 2, 1, 2. So far, so good. We're going to do 1 more row, and then we'll finish it off, okay, together. So I chained up 2, wrap around, pull it, put your hook through the chain, wrap the yarn around the hook, pull that through, do the first 2, and then the second 2. Good job, you guys. You're doing a fantastic job. Wrap around. Now remember, don't go in that hole there, okay? That one right there. Go into the next one, because you've already worked your work in that stitch there, if you're able to see that. You've already worked your work in that stitch. So you're going to put it through there. Oops. That's where your tension's getting tight on me. Okay. Wrap around. There you go. Wrap around. You guys are doing really well. Keep it up. Wrap around. Go through the chain. Pull it through. Like so. Okay. You're almost done. You're almost done. There you go. Wrap around, pull it through, hook your chain, hook your hook, just turn slightly, bring it back. Wrap around, turn. When you wrap that yarn over, when you wrap the yarn over, just slightly turn that hook and bring it through those two stitches. Okay? Do it again. Just like so. I hear you, Miss Lady. Okay, wrap around, go to the chain. What you doing, Miss Lady? Beautiful girl, aren't you? Yeah, you beautiful blues. Wrap around. There. Pull it through. One more time. Pull it through. There you go. Wrap around. Pull it through your last chain, pull it through like so. Let me do that one more time. I think I was out of angle. I apologize. Okay, you're on your last stitch, wrap around, put it through your last stitch, remember, it's the V there. Grab your yarn with your hook, slightly turn it, bring it through, okay, now you have 3, wrap it around, the first 2, wrap it around, your last 2. Now, this is your last, this is going to be my coaster, okay? I'm going to show you how to finish this off, okay? I'm going to have you pull up on your string like so, looks like this, like that, okay? And I'm going to have you go ahead and cut that. Where did I put my yarn? Okay. Take your scissors and just cut like so, okay? And then just remove your hook like so and pull your yarn, okay? Your thing is done, and now you have your coaster. Congratulations. That is so rewarding. I am going to show you while I have you here how to weave in the ends, okay? So take your little hook here, your little needle, tapestry needle, and you're going to thread. I always bend my yarn over like so, if you see that, and bring it just real close like that, and squeeze it through like so. Okay, it's gonna unravel some. It depends on the type of yarn you use. So then you're gonna take it, and I just bring it up a little bit. It's gonna look like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little needle and I'm going to bring it through this chain right here, okay, and pull it up, okay. Don't pull too tight because it's going to bring it like too far. It might tighten it too much, okay? So make sure you loosen the tension as much as you need to. I'm going to bring it up one more time. So I'm going to bring it into this hook right here, this chain right here, okay? There you go.